2035 Skills is a world-renowned training provider and authorized partner of VM Education. In the past, we have done 10,000 plus trainings with 20 plus accreditations. We offer soft skills HSE certification courses such as PMP, Scrum and Agile, sales, marketing, supply chain and procurement, Lean Six Sigma, all belts in Arabic and English. We are existing in the United States, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, Philippines, Bahrain, and Pakistan. Contact us with any of your training needs. We will be happier to serve your esteemed organization with our superior efforts. Thank you.
The Prince2 video, we will start to introduce some of the terminology of Prince2, and by the end of this module, you will understand what are projects and how are they different from business operations and programs. What is project management? What are the 6 aspects of a project's performance that need to be managed? What is Prince2? What are the 4 integrated elements of Prince2? What are elements not addressed by Prince2? The customer-supplier context of Prince2 and its benefits. Okay, let's get started. What is a project? In a lot of organizations, people use the word project to describe any piece of work which is new. Your boss attends a meeting, needs some figures putting together, and to make the task sound more exciting, utters the immortal words, "I have a little project for you." But is it truly a project? The Prince2 definition of a project is a temporary organization that is created for the purpose of delivering one or more business products according to an agreed business case. Does that help? Possibly not. Let's use an example of a small engineering firm to help provide context to our discussions in this instance. Let's see if this example can help us clarify further the Prince2 definition. Our small engineering firm have noticed a fall in the number of orders they are receiving. After further study, they have identified this is due in part to the increased marketing activities of their competitors. 10% of customers have not reordered in this financial year, and staff morale is poor. To help counter the fall in orders, they have decided to increase their marketing activities and create a promotional calendar to be sent to their customers at Christmas time. The end product will be a prepared calendar pack ready for printing. The prepared calendar pack will need to have a design for each month, correctly showing all public holidays, and utilize the new company logo that is currently being developed by a project being run in marketing. 12 professionally produced photographs showing different members of staff, a selected paper and envelope for printing and mailing the calendar, a label design from the envelope, though it was decided that we will hold a competition as part of the work. We will also need a list of customers. This will be collated from existing information provided by the accounts and marketing department. Something else that has been requested is a production cost forecast based on the options and costs for paper, envelope, printing, and mailing of the calendar, and this information will help drive a decision to continue on with the work. So now we understand what a project is and what aspects of a project performance need to be managed. Let's now take a look at Prince2. Prince2, Projects in a Controlled Environment, is a structured project management method based on experience drawn from thousands of projects and from the contributions of countless project sponsors, project managers, project teams, academic trainers, and consultants. Prince2 is a non-proprietary method and has emerged worldwide as one of the most widely accepted methods for managing projects. This is largely due to the fact that Prince2 is generic. This means it can also be applied to any project regardless of project scale, type, organization, geography, and culture. Prince2 achieves this by isolating the management aspects of project work from the specialist contributions such as design or construction. The specialist aspects are easily integrated with the Prince2 method and used alongside Prince2. Prince2 is based on a customer-supplier environment. It assumes that there will be a customer who will specify the desired result and probably pay for the project, and a supplier who will provide the resources and skill to deliver that result. If we take the example of our calendar project again, we can see that our small engineering firm are the customer. They are specifying what they want and are paying for it. When we hire our photographer, the photographer will provide resources and skills to deliver that result. The Prince2 method addresses project management with 4 integrated elements of principles, themes, processes, and tailoring Prince2 to suit the project environment. Of adopting Prince2 are seen as: Prince2 embodies established and proven best practice and governance for project management. Prince2 is widely recognized and understood. Therefore, you get a commonality of language throughout the project management team, aiding effective communication. Prince2 provides clear recognition of the project team's roles and responsibilities. There is a defined structure for accountability, delegation, authority, and communication. The method is product-focused. What will be delivered, why, when, by whom, and for whom. Prince2 plans are carefully designed to meet the needs of the different levels in the management team, improving communication and control. The method is based upon management by exception framework, providing for the efficient use of management time at the various management levels. Most people manage by exception without really knowing it. You agree to a defined level of authority, and if you are dealing with an issue that will take you outside of your defined level of authority, then you will go to the next level of management. Prince2 keeps a focus on the business case and the continued viability of the project rather than seeing the completion of the project as an end in itself. It defines a thorough but economical structure of reports. It ensures stakeholders are properly represented in planning and decision-making. Adopting Prince2 promotes learning and continual improvement. And Prince2 promotes consistency of project work and the ability to reuse project assets. It also facilitates staff mobility and reduces the impact of personnel changes and handovers. This principle establishes accountability within the project management team for each of the 6 project objectives. In Prince2, accountability for directing, managing, and delivering the project is established by defining tolerances at project, stage, work package, and product levels. And authority is delegated from one management level to the next by setting of tolerances against 6 objectives of time, cost, scope, quality, risk, and benefits. Before we proceed further, let's understand what tolerances are. Tolerances are permissible deviations above and below a plan's performance targets without escalating the deviation to the next level of management. Let's understand this with examples. Time. This refers to the duration over which the project's products will be developed. Tolerance for this aspect of the project is set at 3 levels, i.e., project, stage, and work package. For example, in a project involving construction of a house, the duration of the entire project may be 10 months with tolerance of plus or minus 15 days. This is project-level tolerance, which will be set by the corporate or program management. And the tolerance of 15 days can be used for the stages in the project as determined by project board. And within a stage, the project manager can allocate the agreed stage tolerances to work packages depending on constraints. Cost. This refers to the money spent on developing the project's products and achieving the project's objectives. Tolerance for this aspect is also set at 3 levels, i.e., project, stage, and work package. For instance, you are constructing a 15-story building with a budget of £10 million and tolerance of plus or minus £100,000. Then the project board has the authority to manage the product if the project costs do not exceed or go under defined tolerances. The project board will use these allocations to set limits on costs to be incurred in each stage. And the project manager will use the stage-level budget and tolerances to allocate costs and tolerances to each work package within which the team managers must operate. Quality. Prince2 defines quality as the totality of features and inherent or assigned characteristics of a product, person, process, service, and/or system that bears on its ability to show that it meets expectations or satisfies stated needs, requirements, or specifications. Quality tolerances are set at project and product levels. For example, if you're developing a new model of a laptop, you can set quality tolerances for the laptop as a whole, e.g., should be durable and last for 2 years of extensive use, say 10 hours a day, or its individual components such as a processor, e.g., should process X amount of data in Y seconds, keyboard, e.g., the width between keys should XX millimeters, etc. Scope. This refers to the sum total of the outputs of a plan. It is important to gain agreement on what the project will create to avoid scope creep and overspends. Tolerances for this aspect can be defined at project, stage, and work package levels. For example, the scope of a project involving construction of the hospital can be documented in the project plan as G+6 building, with built-up area of 20,000 square feet, plus or minus 150 square feet. And similarly, scope can be defined and tolerances set at stage and work package levels. Risk. This refers to the uncertainties that can positively or negatively affect the achievement of project objectives. Risk tolerances, too, can be set at project, stage, and work package levels. Risk tolerances are used to express the risk appetite of an organization, i.e., the amount of risk it is willing to accept. Once there is clarity on the risk appetite of the organization, the project board can then determine when and how risks can be managed during the project. Risk tolerances can be set on the basis of the impact of risk on other tolerance areas such as time, cost, scope, benefits, and quality, e.g., any event that will result in the delay of project by X weeks must be escalated, etc. Benefits. This refers to the improvements or advantages that the project's products will provide to the stakeholders. Tolerances for benefits are set only at the project level because changes to benefits will affect the viability of the project. For example, increase in revenue by 10% plus or minus 1%. So, manage by exception principle enables a project to establish the degree of accountability within the project team for better control and management of project. It also provides scope for senior management to manage their time across the projects they are handling. We will discuss this in more detail as part of our session on the plans theme.